Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. This is Coach Carol. So don't mind me, I'm like a little discombobulated only because it's like literally the end of the day for me. I woke up today at 6, full day of work, got home, baby, and working out. And my workout kicked my butt today. But one thing that I kind of wanted to come in and talk about today was planning. Because I had an aha moment yesterday when I literally sat down like a 10-year-old to like to make a little calendar and to design what my workouts were going to look like for the next 8 weeks. The reason I did that is because I love these two programs. I love Insanity Max, I love 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I feel like each one of the programs has their own potential and as far as what I want to do with my body. I actually created a hybrid program. What a hybrid program is two programs, kind of doing like a little bit of each one, and with the intention being that the final goal is a certain kind of body that you're looking for. So what I did was I put these workouts together into a nice little calendar for the next 8 weeks so that it lead me into my next goal. I always have goals that I want to work towards so I can look awesome and amazing. So those are my training little mini goals. And my next one is Nashville for Coach Summit. So when I sat down, I was like, oh, well, in my head, I'm like, okay, well, I know what workouts I want to do from this one, and I know what workouts I want to do from that one. But the truth is that if I don't sit down, if I don't write them, I have no structure and no discipline. So I literally took like a half an hour because I'm really a neat freak and I like to be cute. And I sat down and did the calendar, and it kind of clicked in me, and I was just like, you know what? This is why a lot of people don't have the results that they're looking for when it comes to fitness programs, when it comes to meal plans, because they don't take the time to sit down and say, you know what, for breakfast I'm gonna have this, for lunch I'm gonna have this, for dinner I'm gonna have this. Like, we expect to willy-nilly like walk out the door and be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna pick up a salad and then I'll figure out like how many portions I need, like what belongs in the red cup and what belongs in the green cup for my 21 Day Fix people. But that's not the way it works. The reason that you guys join this fitness program is so that you guys can develop that structure and that discipline. So you need to take the time out to sit down and to write out what it is you want to achieve for that day. So I'm going to share my personal meal plan with you guys inside of the group. I do not suggest that you mirror me because I'm doing a completely different meal plan, but this is what I like to do. And the first line, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see my goals that I need to hit for the day. So that means how many proteins I need to have, how many veggies, how many carbs, how many fruits, and you're also gonna see my water goals, and you're going to see my fitness goals, or my workout goals. Okay, so based on what I need to complete for that day, the day before, I say, okay, well, I need to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I need to have my first meal within an hour or two of waking up, which means that by 8 o'clock, I need to be having something. So 7:30, I always walk out my door. I'm going to have my Shakeology in the morning. So Shakeology counts as a protein. And then that's when my clock starts ticking. So from then is when I start to structure and plan out the rest of my day. So when I plan out the rest of my day, I say, okay, well, my next meal is going to be at 10:30 and my next meal is going to be at 1:30, etc., etc. And this is what I'm going to have during my meals. So once I have that planned out, then I go into the kitchen and say, okay, well, now I have to cook what I have planned out. So when I walk out the door in the morning, I already know what's going to happen tomorrow. And that secures the fact that I am going to get to my fitness goal no matter what. So what I want you guys to kind of put into your vision is that when you guys are first starting, a lot of the times it can be very overwhelming because you're not planning properly. So when you don't plan properly, what happens is that you get stressed out, you quit, and you do things all willy-nilly. So when I pull some ears and I say, well, you're missing a red, well, you're missing some yellows, it's because you're not planning accordingly. So what you could do is sit down and do everything the night before, post it inside of the support group, or send it to me personally and say, hey, Carol, is this okay, or this is what I'm going to follow? Or even if you don't do it the day of, you do, don't do it the day before, you do it the day of, we can always go back and we can always correct those mistakes, so that the following day, little by little, you start to groom yourself and you start to tighten the nutrition. That is the whole point of the support group. So what I want you guys to do is, I want you to think of it, take a step back, and it doesn't have to be about the weight loss program. Start to kind of integrate it into everyday kind of things. Like if you start a new job, you're not going to know the system, right? You don't know how to get to a certain file unless you write down directions from how to jump from folder to folder. And the weight loss program is exactly like that. How are you going to get to that last folder, which is your goal weight? You have to plan on how to get there. This is a new meal plan that I started. So if I do not write this down, I will forget. Even though I have been doing this for 2.5 years, I will forget. So I push you guys, and I advocate all the time to prepare yourself ahead of time. Take that stress off of you. Little by little, yes, you guys will learn. Little by little, you guys don't have to write everything down. But for right now, you guys are all babies. Babies do not learn how to run like when they're born. It's little by little. So take the time and make the effort to really make the program work for you. And in that sense, plan ahead. The same way that you have the vision of being at your weight loss goal, you have to have the vision per day, because you're going to get there on a daily basis. Okay? So I hope that this works, and I hope this little pep talk kind of helps kind of smack you guys out of that. Walk out the door with nothing with nothing in your knapsack. Take your knapsacks full of stuff and goodies that you guys are supposed to be eating, because that's another trick. When you have everything with you that you need for the day, and you walk out that door, you will not cheat. Cheers to your goal weight. Bye.